Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Boiler Room. Alrighty. Wait for a few people to get in here. What's going on, Chris? What's going on, Daniel? How you guys doing this morning? You good? I'm good. I feel great. Constantine. Love it. Love it. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. So it looks, honestly, if you ask me, kind of looks like it's a slow morning right now. Kind of had a lot going on, so I haven't had the best time or the most time to look over some stuff here. What's up, Mark, Joel, McCornut, Dan? Yeah, definitely familiar faces. Thank you guys. Love it when you guys tune in here. All right. So yeah, I'm just gonna get cracking on it. Let's go into it. Get your guys' screen share going. But like I said, it kind of seems like a little bit of a slow morning right now. Hopefully it picks up here. Then again, it's only 8:42, right? Still 8:42 in the morning. Find another NEOT. You know what's funny? Actually, I don't know. This might sound weird, but you know the song that's like, Danny, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Danny? That song reminds me of NEOT. I was actually doing it the other day. I was like, NEOT, NEOT, NEOT. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. But anyways, I don't know. So let's see what we got going on here. So Zach said for MyStockTeacher.com, Zach said that the refunds, of course he's saying they should be done soon, but one thing to understand about the refunds is once you put in the payment, right, the payment kind of has to be posted to your account first before it can be reversed back to your account. So it's going to take a little bit of time, but it should be soon. I guarantee you guys are going to get your money. There's no doubt about that. All right, so let's see what we got here. So I'm going to kind of go down the list here on our morning gappers. All right, so let's first take a look here at some of the morning gappers. So ADHD. All right, I hope none of you guys have that. ADHD. Anyways, so basically we're going to look at this 1 minute chart here. First things first. Before we do anything, I'll take a different approach on my style here this morning. Let's look at it. We're considering playing the stock ADHD. Let's look at the 1 year chart first and make sure we do this every time. I feel like I've been skipping over this a little bit often, and I don't mean to. All right, so let's look at the daily chart. Understand the direction. It's kind of bottomed out a little bit, but you can see the 200 moving average is right at 150. All right, so let's see here 1 second. So we're over that. We're over that. So we don't have to worry about this purple line being a resistance point because we're over that, and we're at about this white line right here. That's where the price action is at. So our daily chart looks good as far as the moving average resistance. So let's move back and see if we can find anything. So we're at 162. Our next sign of resistance is probably going to be in the 190 area if the stock goes that high. And then after that, we'll probably see it somewhere in the $2 area, $2.25 area, sorry. All right, so looking at the daily chart, it looks okay. Now let's see, does it have some type of news? Is it moving based on news? There is 2 press releases. Arcturus Therapeutics announces strategic collaboration with Johnson & Johnson. Ooh, that's big. That is some big news. All right, keep ADHD on watch today. Set in stone, keep it on watch. It's still a penny stock. It's still dog crap, but these penny stocks can make you a lot of money if you're playing the right one. And this one in its headline has news that it might be collaborating with Johnson & Johnson. And Johnson & Johnson is a huge company that basically makes all the products you see on every single shelf. With that being said, that's a big news release. Okay, guys, definitely keep it on watch. So as you can see, we have kind of put in the first low of the day, and now we're starting to trend higher. Ideally, I want to see this thing come back up to retest 178. And then get in over a break maybe of 178 area. And then hopefully we could pop through 190. I don't see us having too much resistance in the 190 area. I'd see us having more resistance in the $2 area, right? So if I pull this down, I'd see we'd have more resistance here in the $2 area than we would at 190. So that might look a little ugly. So let me draw, get all these lines off of here. So this line here, high of pre-market. Right now, we are starting to trend upwards. So we want to break the top line, and then chances are we'll see some type of resistance or some big sellers on our level 2, close to this $2 area. If the stock breaks out in that direction and you're trading it over here in your level 2, right? I don't know if I can't zoom in on this. I don't think. No, can't do that. Oh, what did I just do? So down here in your level 2, as the price gets closer to $2, you will recognize that your level 2 will pop up with big share size and people trying to sell at that $2 area, knowing that the price may have a tough time getting through there. So they're going to try and get out close to that $2, 190, 195, 198, 199 area. So pay attention to that. So that's the rundown there. ADHD. It has traded a lot of volume so far. It's traded 1.2 million shares of volume today. It's a float of 27 million. So it is a bigger float stock. But with this amount of volume, we can still see it move fairly quick. Alrighty, so keep her on watch. Big news. I like it. It's definitely a strong candidate for this morning. Let's see. At SPI, yeah, we'll hop over there just because I know a lot of people are looking at SPI. Get this off. So, like I said, first things first, let's look at the daily chart. See where this price is at. The price is at, what is it at? It's at 14.9, 14. Wow, that's, oh, yeah, okay. Alrighty, so price is at 14.9. And that's not $14. That's 0.149. Okay. All right, let me zoom in some more. 14.9, 14.9. So look at this. We are right on resistance, guys. So $14.09 here. Let me see if I can. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. All right, so here's kind of the deal. This orange line you see, that is the 20-day moving average. Look at on this red day here. Last time we popped up, we went just above it, and then we came right back down. Right now, we're right on resistance. This line is that orange line. This one is our resistance line, and it's coming down, and it's right at 14.9, 15 cents a share. And that's exactly where the price is at pre-market. So let's go back to the 1-minute chart, and you'll see that it has now, ooh, no, yeah, it popped up to 15.9, 16 cents, came right back down. There are a lot, that's actually quite a bit of volume, to be honest. So just be cautious, right? You're right at resistance right here at the 15.9 area. So this is like resistance, 15.9. There's the 100, or sorry, the 20-day moving average right there. Yeah, exactly there. So you have resistance on your 1-year chart right where the price is stopped out pre-market. 16 cents right in that area is exactly resistance on your 1-year chart. Now, I know a lot of people are talking about this. I didn't spend much time actually doing anything of reading it. I don't know why so many people are talking about it. It really doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. Unless you guys can enlighten me on something I don't know. I mean, you know, I don't really get it. I mean, I see that it had a big jump yesterday. I mean, I get it, but that's really it. You're right on resistance, so be very careful. I don't, and that's the thing is these little low price stocks, they can really do whatever they want, but they're sketchy. I mean, they are very sketchy. People can buy a lot of shares at 15 cents and manipulate the price and make it move in either direction very quickly. So it is scary for me to trade something like that. But just know that you're right on resistance at that 15, 16 cent area. So for me, if I were to type to play something like this, it would have to be over like 16 cents. Ooh, Okay. Let's see. Hulk Trader, where are you getting your float from, if you don't mind me asking, on ADHD? Sorry, I'm just going through some comments here, guys. 1 second. Okay, so yeah, Hulk Trader. So Yahoo Finance, like those are all good areas and they give you a good idea as far as your float, but they're still not exact because their information is a little delayed. But I can assure you that the share float on ADHD right now is 27.6 million. Exactly, risk trade. Exactly, bud. All right, so that was cool and all. Let's take a look here. I just want to take a look at this one that just popped up real quick. Cure. KUR. Has it's got a 25 million share float. Let's see what's going on. It's got some news this morning. It's got a press release from Benzinga. Yeah, Hulk Trader on ADHD there. I get mine on trade ideas. All right, 1 second. Let's go through some stuff here. Let me take a look at RGSE. This just popped up. Again, I'm gonna run. Ooh, I like it. That's interesting. All right, let me get a little golf clap in here. We got a Benzinga press release on RGSE. It looks good. I don't know what the news is. Let's see. RGSE offers Q3 outlook. Gross sales up 33%. Net sales up 59%. That is huge. Net sales up 59%. Installation revenue increases 36%. That's big. Okay, that's pretty big, guys. All right, and if you're not if you don't know what RGSE does, they're like a solar company, right? And they handle solar goods and solar panels and that whole area. So for a solar company and a company that handles sales and installation of solar technology for renewable energy, for their sales to be up that big, that's kind of big news. That is pretty big because, you know, the idea of solar energy is still one of those things to be widely adopted into the everyday normal lifestyle, I guess you could say. And so yeah, our solar shingles. Okay, there you go. For solar shingles, to be precise, as Meta Rebel 13 stated. So give him golf clap there. That's good. That's good news, right? That you know, solar energy and stuff like that isn't, you know, the everyday adopted thing. So for it to be up that big with their sales and everything, that is pretty. That's good news. I would have to say there myself. So let's look at the daily. First things first, we take a look here at the daily chart. Wow. It's kind of wow. Yeah. 1 second. This is going to be challenging. What's the price at? The price is at 260. So 260. Okay. So we're over the 100 moving average. That's huge. So that's good news. We're over the 100 moving average. We're right at about 260. So the only real resistance we'll have after that is going to be somewhere in the 290s. Will be the first, and then we'll see some resistance here probably in the $3. So, you know, how much it's going to move today, of course, that's, you know, the golden, you know, that's the golden question there. We don't know for sure. So I'm going to hop back on this 1 day, 1 minute. And so we have put in our first low, right? So this is our first low. We're trying to pull back and put in a new low. So that's going to be the ideal thing. We have to see it put in a new low. So we don't have a trend line yet, but we have our pre-market high of about 270 mapped out. That's our pre-market high, potential pre-market high breakout. So if we were to see this, in fact, break out, now you can see that if it does break out, we'll have up about 20 cents till we hit our first sign of potential resistance. But like I said, I would more so see resistance here in the $3 area, where you'll see people pop up on that level 2. That's really what I see there. Draw a channel on 20-day 1-hour chart. Let's see. Yeah, so here's your 20-day 1-hour. So same thing, we might see resistance 290. You have 325. There's no trend. Trend's been broken there. Then it would have been like that. So, I mean, yeah. So for straight up here, let's see. If it continues in the upside direction, this is probably the trend that we're going to see it follow right here along this trend line if it continues up in the upside direction. Yeah, so it looks good. It honestly, I like it. I would like to see it kind of come up, retest these threes. That would be ideal. It does have the good news for it, so we'll see. Just keep it on watch, see what it does here. Yeah, no problem, brother. Gertzy X. Yeah, brother, no problem. So that was that. Those are ADHD and RGSE are pretty good contestants. And yes, I will take a look at ONCS right now. Yep. So, yikes, that's ugly. Oh, why did I do that? That was dumb. Yeah, so what happened, it looks like ONCS came up to retest this 136 area and then was rejected based on previous price action resistance. So I think that's really what happened. And it could have been a multitude of things. Maybe they had some bad news. I don't know. Yeah, it actually had news this morning, so maybe it's hard to say at this point, but it doesn't look very pretty, right? This line I just drew is old resistance, so it's possible. It's possible it might find some support here down in this 136 area, but it did not like this 185 area. Hold on. I mean, the price is all the way, it went all the way up here, right? The price went all the way up here pre-market, and it just came right back down. It's about this line. So there's a chance we're going to see it hold up here in this 136 area. And ONCS has an 11.8 million share float. Volume today is 971,000. Yeah, so Jay Vickery for ADHD and RGSE, I want to see them break above their pre-market high. Ideally, I don't want them to break their pre-market high in pre-market. I want them to I want them to consolidate or kind of experience a little pullback before the opening bell, which puts them just right below their pre-market high, so that way we can see it kind of build up some buying pressure to break out and then hop in. And this is going to be, it honestly is going to be probably be like a 20-second trade. If they go accordingly to plan, of course, accordingly to plan, then, you know, that's the thing. If they go accordingly to plan, they're probably only for me going to be about a 10, 20, 30-second trade, because the volume will pick up so fast that it'll push that price up very high, very fast, and I'll just be in and out for a quick 10, 15, 20-cent gain. And, you know, it'll probably pull back at that point. I don't buy stocks pre-market. Let's look at CRBP. I haven't even looked at this one. Oh, boy. Yeah, so CRBP doesn't look too bad. We got a high of $9. It clearly got rejected there. Let me look at the daily chart again. $9, $9, $9, $9, $9, $9, $9. So it stopped out right here in the daily chart. I mean, there's really not clear resistance there. It's just an old previous spot where the price did gap down. So that's probably it. Over $9 could be good. I just don't know if it's strong enough, and I haven't checked news. Does it have any news? It does have some news. Benzinga Performance Growth reports phase 2 of antibody reports statistically significant improvement. That's good. Mid-stage results for inflammatory disease drug. So yeah, it's got some good news here. It's definitely pushing higher to, definitely pushing higher up until this $9 area, but you can see that it looks weak, right? It looks pretty weak. It put in its first low, put in its second low. So now it's following this trend right here. So ideally, what I would like to see is probably a break below this line here, 865 area, for a potential short. Or if it breaks out above 9, you could go long, but at the same time, you know, it could come very close to breaking out at the $9 level. It could tap it again, and then it could just drop. And that's what I kind of expect to happen with this maybe, is we might, and it's got low volume. It's not a ton of volume. Let me see, CRBP, 234,000, not too bad, right? It's tradable at this point, I guess. But it could tap this 9, and then we'll see it drop, right? It's gapped up $2. That's a big gap up. Yeah, but I need a ton of sleep. I just don't, you know, I tell myself every day, I'm like, I'm going to get to bed a little bit. Oh, yeah, my account's been up and running for a while now. And I'm going to get more sleep, but 12 o'clock working and doing random stuff. And that's what happens every night. And I'm up at 6, 5 hours of sleep, and 20 cups of coffee. So that's that. So let me see here. See if anything else kind of looks remotely pleasable. I'm just gonna run through some low float ones real quick. Look at MTBC. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, actually, no, I'm not even gonna work on that. That one's trash. SRAX, man, I missed this. I missed SRAX by like, I missed it by a hair. Look at this. I'm about to just show you this real quick. This big move, I missed that move by like a minute, really, because I was trading after hour, or I was trading power hour, and then I was like, yeah, you know, nothing looks good, and I hopped off my computer right before this move, and it hit my scanner, and I just hopped off, and it was just, man, that would have been so juicy. That would have been like a $2,000 trade. That would have been nice. But what are you going to do? Ooh. So let's do a little recap here. Of course it did. Of course it did, ADHD. Yeah, dude, I started drinking coffee when I was like, I don't even know. I think I started drinking coffee when I was like maybe, I mean, I was pretty young. I couldn't tell you when, but probably like 10. Yeah, I don't know. My mom is a coffee fanatic and loves it. Then I guess it just kind of ran in the family at that point. I loved it. So this looks good. except I want to see it pull back. I don't want it to fully run right now. We can't have it fully run because then it's gonna push into our profit potential for the opening bell. We really want to see this kind of stop and just consolidate sideways. That's what we really want to see happen. Let's take a look at the level 2. Oh, that's not level 2, that's news. So right now we have more sellers on the ask and then we have buyers. Nope, now we have more. It's about to pop up. Give it a second. Should see it pop up based on level 2. There it goes. All right, so now you're seeing it go up. There it goes. So that's a little bit of a bummer. That's what we didn't want to see happen, but it was obvious. It was too obvious. So now we have more sellers coming in at 185. They're going to hold up that price there at 185 for a little bit until we have more buyers come in on the level 2. They're getting bought up pretty quick. There it goes. All right. Give it a second. We have buyers in at 185. There we go. So we got more buyers in at 184, so the price is going to get held up there. Give it a second. Yeah, this thing's probably going to trade up to the 190s here. Would expect it to. Probably trade up close to that $2 mark here pre-market. I wouldn't be surprised. Elijah, I don't know if you're friends with me on Facebook or not, but if you want, just reach out to me on Facebook through Messenger, and I can get you in direct contact with my account manager. It'll be a little bit quicker. She'll get in contact with you like right away. So if you want to do that, just reach out to me on Facebook or through Messenger, and I'll get you in direct contact with her. That'll be a little bit easier for you. So let's take a look here, RGSE real quick, and then I gotta hop off. But as expected, look at ADHD popping up close to that 190 area. Oh, come on, bud, get out of there. All right, so RGSE looking pretty weak right now, about to fall off a cliff. It really doesn't look strong. Probably going to see it drop here, but the idea was to potentially get in over 270, right? Now we're fading away. We're fading out. So unless this thing gains some traction and starts heading back up towards this area, you know, it could just literally fall off the face of the earth. It looks like it's about to do it right now. Give it a second. Yeah, we got huge sellers right in this 259, 260 area. Yeah, this thing, it literally looks like it's about to drop. So it looks pretty weak here. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna hop back over to ADHD just to give it a quick look. ADHD. All right, not bad, not bad. Experiencing some pullbacks here. So here's the only crappy thing about this, guys. Look at this, right? All right, it's not really crappy, you know, but so we popped up to a high of 180, so things have changed. Let me get my drawing set. So let me change this out before I hop in so you guys can have a plan of attack here. Yeah, so yes, it does. Oh, HMNY. Let me take a look at HMNY because actually I was thinking about shorting that today. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. You know, it looks really weak right now, so maybe I might re-short this below 1550. I don't know. I haven't really had enough time to follow these past couple days, so I can't give a go-ahead game plan on that. But going back to ADHD, so we clearly have an uptrend. It goes like that. We now have our high pre-market. So now we want to see this thing kind of just consolidate up until the bell within this trading range Now, the $2 mark is only 12 cents away from the pre-market high breakout, so there's a good chance we'll see big sellers here at $2. If we have enough buying pressure, those sellers will get bought out at the $2 area, and then we'll have a clean break through $2, and it'll squeeze up pretty quick. All right, so that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed that. But that's really all I have for you this morning. Sharing, pop over here onto this guy. So that's all I got for you guys this morning. Hope you enjoyed that little pre-market breakdown live coming at you every day. Here's my coffee. So that's all I got. So guys, stay tuned. Course will be available in about 2 weeks. You know, I don't know. I'm making it the best way that I see fit, you know, when I started trading. And there's still some things that, you know, looking back on it now from what I've developed, I'm still missing stuff. It's hard to go back to all the basics and cover it all, but I'm doing my best. And I really think it's going to be pretty good and super cost efficient. And then we'll have a live trading room. So I think some other traders out there are going to get pretty ticked off because the value that's going to be in the trading room and the scan, it's like, the price that these other people charge for it and that are just gouging everybody, they're going to hate me because of the cost efficiency behind it. I really think so. I'm probably going to get hated by a lot of traders, but whatever. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. I will see you tomorrow morning, okay?